My name is Shaune Fraser. I'm a professional swimmer, but I'm heading back to law school this fall. I noticed I had a kind of an abnormal growth in my hand, and just swimming a lot and having to do a lot of physical exercise, push-ups, pull-ups in the weight room and in the pool. Just a lot of hand movements, and I knew I needed to. Just was bothering me a lot, and I just knew I needed to take care of it eventually. And I got referred to Dr. Badia, and he did a great job, and it's been worry-free ever since.
Well, Shaune Fraser is a special patient for me because I'm a frustrated swimmer myself. I swam in high school, and when I meet somebody of that caliber who was able to swim at 200 meters against a guy like Michael Phelps, immediately I have an admiration. But more importantly, as a physician, to be able to get him back to doing that sport at that level, and for him to actually be able to compete in the London Olympics after wrist surgery is something very gratifying to me and obviously to the patient. He had been referred by some colleagues in the Cayman Islands, and he swims for his native country, Cayman Islands, very small country. They're very proud of him and his brother, who both swim at the Olympic level.
Dr. Badia recommended, well, at first he recommended not having surgery if it wasn't bothering me, but it had been bothering me for a while. So I made an appointment and popped in for, it was 30 minutes, and I was out in 30 minutes, and my hand hasn't felt better since.
So what we had to do was a partial fusion of that bone, which means we eliminate the joint so that there's no micro motion at this point. To do that, we had to do some bone grafting and basically create a bridging area of bone so that the pain would be eliminated, and more importantly, so it doesn't come back. Obviously it didn't. He was able to compete, and I think he made it to the semifinals in the 200 meter, which is really an impressive and for me very enviable accomplishment.
So Dr. Badia made a physical therapy plan that allowed me to slowly ease back into the water while also regaining full motion in my hand. So that's why I think the doctor referred me to him, because he's the best in the business.
I'm fortunate in that the Cayman Islands has several very good physical therapists, so there's an excellent communication, which I think is important in terms of any patient from abroad. The typical medical tourism patient, which we call nowadays, when they come to the surgeon, it's very important that when they leave and they go back to their home country, that there's communication with the referring physicians, and that there is communication with the therapists between them and myself to be able to coordinate the ongoing care, particularly in somebody who's planning on competing in the Olympics.
Dr. Badia, he's among the top, if not the best, orthopedic surgeon, I think, personally, in the United States of America. I've had my hand done, and then my dad has come and got his shoulder done as well. And I definitely refer him to anyone who has, pain from the arm, from the fingers to the shoulder. The job that he's done and how I feel now definitely is worth the investment.
Yeah.